I might actually be drunk, by the way.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the Craft Beer Republic. Thanks for drinking. Thanks for joining. I am Greg, and over there is my drunk mathematician, Flex. What's happening, buddy?
I'm hungry, but I'm drinking and not eating.
Dude, I am in the same fucking boat.
I think we just talked 6 hours for you? No food?
Yeah, it's been about 6 hours, no food, but I've had a couple beers.
5.5, 2 seltzers, 1.5 beers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's going to be a
there.
show. Let's see how much reading I have to do tonight.
Hopefully not much. We know
see, Max.
words
Max
are
run. Hard. Dude, words are hard enough on their own. Oh, I just saw what you're drinking.
I've been reading a book on Greek mythology. I'm trying to enlighten myself.
Oh, all right.
By reading. Trying to pronounce some of those words and names in your head.
Yeah, good luck.
Fuck, man. I'm trying my best. That's all I can do.
Zeus.
Jeez. That's the least of my worries.
Follow us on the socials at Craft Beer Republic, at FlexMeBeer _ in between, all that good stuff. Lots of booze news to get to today. We got a ludicrous libation. I feel like it's been a minute. I'm going to get classy drunk. I'll tell you about that shortly. But before we get into anything, shout out to Salt Lake City, Utah for being our top listening city of the week. Yeah, what up, Salt Lake?
Isn't all of Utah Salt Lake City? Like,
I think so. Well, no, there's two. There's like Salt Lake, and then there's Provo.
Provo. Yeah.
Provo. Yeah, where the Mormons are.
Right on. BYU.
Right. I wonder where Steph is. Is she Salt Lake or is she Provo?
I would venture, I guess, Salt Lake side.
Fingers crossed.
Because I don't think she's Mormon anymore.
Not by choice. Yeah, something like that. So, anyways, thanks.
Not a
Salt
Mormon
Lake.
show.
No, I tell you what, definitely not. Have I told you my Mormon lineage?
I wish you didn't.
Okay, then I won't.
No, I've never. I'm actually curious now. Just wanted to be a dick.
So, if you go to the temple in Salt Lake City, you know they're big on like ancestry and stuff. The Mormons are. And you can put in your name and whatever.
Is it actually called the temple there, like a Mormon temple?
I think so. Temple? I don't know. Someone who gives a shit, let me know. I've had bad experiences with the Mormons, so don't care. But anyways, you can put in like your name. You can chase down your family lineage. And my dad did that. I've been there also, but my dad did this and actually spent the time and like did some chasing. Turns out we are related to the same Jones that was Brigham Young's lawyer.
Oh.
And like who tried to, get him not killed. Lawyers because it didn't work, but it's for the best, honestly.
So you come from lawyer blood.
That's right. Big city over here.
Oh.
Yeah. But you know what? Not a Mormon show. That's way more Mormon talk than I ever wanted to have on this podcast.
Yeah, we don't need it. Just drink caffeine, drink alcohol. Let's go.
Yeah, and have premarital sex. All the things.
And one wife.
Well,
you know what? Could you imagine more than one headache? I don't know.
Yeah. Oof. And what happens like if you get a divorce? Do you divorce them both at the same time? Like that sounds expensive.
I think it's separate divorces, which is even more expensive.
Well, there's that. Yeah. Oof. I want to think. I'm not a lawyer. Just my.
But alas, third time's a charm. Not a Mormon show.
No. And we're going to end it there. I picked this beer up only because of Flex.
Ooh.
And I'm mostly done with it now. I am drinking from Four Hands Brewing Company. Voltron Volume 7.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. Here it is. Here's my can.
I think
can art as always.
Crapped out at volume 6 or 5. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I think I had like 4 or 5, and then I saw this one come around on the Tavor, and I was like, I'm gonna get it.
That's awesome.
6.5%, 404 on Untapped out of over 1,000 ratings. They say the 7th release in a series of collaborations with breweries from around the country to bring Voltron to life. Voltron Volume 7 is a juicy, hazy IPA brewed with BKS Artisan Ales from Kansas City, Missouri. A malt-based...
I was just going to say I've heard of them. Yeah.
Okay, I have not. A malt base composed of pale malt, white wheat, carapils, and flaked oats serves as a springboard for intense aromas and flavors of passion fruit, melon, peach, tangy citrus, and lychee, provided by aggressive hopping with Nelson Sauvin, Galaxy, and Citra hops and Dynaboost Citra, an oil-enriched hop extract that amplifies aromatics.
You all right there?
Ooh, man. On the schnoz. I'm getting like a hoppy, dank, bittery smell. I'm not getting tons of tropical fruits that are in the description. I know no peach, no melon, maybe some passion. I honestly don't know what lychee would smell like.
It's like it's a weird smell. It's like fermented.
I'm out.
It's hard to describe.
All right. Well, on ye old tongue jabber.
Ooh, gurgle, daddy, gurgle.
I'm getting mostly citrusy notes. Like that citrus is really coming through. Probably thanks to the Dynaboost Citra. Not so much melon, maybe a hint of like passion fruit. I will say this has been sitting here for a while. It did warm up a little bit. I'm getting a lot of that Citra hop. I'm getting some passion fruit. Not so much peach, not so much melon, but I'm still enjoying it. So a lot of dank on the finish.
The lacing, every time you took a sip, I noticed that was very nice.
Great lacing. Definitely hazy.
And would you consider it, I was just going to ask, is it juicier or hazier? Because they called it a juicy hazy.
They call it juicy hazy. Yeah, it's like they were covering all their bets before it was released or something.
Maybe they listened to us.
As they should. Yeah, I mean, it drinks drinks like a hazy. It looks like a hazy. So I think
it's
you can call it a hazy. You guys are safe.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I think you're all right.
Just always curious about that. I thought that was a fun way to describe it.
Yeah, it does leave a weird. I'm really overselling it here. It's very minor, but a little bit of a coating on the tongue. It almost is like a hop coating on the tongue, if that makes any sense.
Like a hoppy West Coast type dealie.
Yeah, like you had something just dank and bitter as fuck, and your tongue is reeling from that experience.
Interesting.
I get a little bit of that, like 20 seconds later, so it's interesting. But overall, juicy and hazy, and yes, all those things.
Cool.
So, yeah, good times. All right, what is going on this weekend? Oh, I haven't done a ton of research. I've been busy. We've been traveling for work, working a bunch and all that good stuff. I cannot wait till next week though, because this weekend I'm getting classy wine drunk.
Classy, Greg. Just classy.
I've talked about it on the show before when we do our wine pickup parties at one of our wineries, and it's the house in Malibu that overlooks the ocean with the taco
people. Is this
people.
Shannon's boss?
No, this is one of our wine clubs.
Oh, this is a wine club. Okay.
Yeah. So overlooks the ocean in Malibu. They always have the taco lady show up with her fantastic tacos, and she makes fresh churros at the end.
Wow.
And it's all you can drink. So I'll be doing that this week. I'll be getting classy fucked up. I cannot wait.
Are you staying out there?
No. No, I am not. My lineage might be lawyers, but not currently a lawyer. I can't afford that Malibu stay.
Damn it.
Yeah, sorry. But I am looking forward to that.
Maybe there's like a secret inheritance that you are owed.
Maybe I need to talk to my dad about that. He's been holding out.
Come on, Greg's dad.
Yeah. Whoever you are. Come on, Greg's dad. Definitely never been on this show before. Let me know. Where's the big inheritance? Anyway.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can't wait. You know me, tacos.
Well,
classy wine drunk. Yeah.
Person.
Right.
I mean, that's...
Yeah. I'll be honest. We looked up the taco person that they have at these parties. We've looked them up. We cannot afford them. They are taco people to the stars. Let me tell you. I shit you not. Our taco person, we can afford, and they do a great job and make great tacos. These people, look, here's the thing. They do a great job, great tacos. The churros is a nice, really nice bonus added touch, but we cannot afford them.
So you think it's like a geographical location?
I do. Yeah. I think they cater to where they're catering.
Like, hey, we're taco people in Malibu. We can kind of up our prices.
Yeah. Do you guys have the non-Malibu package? What does that cost? Let us know.
I'm curious.
Yeah. But anyways, hey, you mentioned something on the show last week, and I feel like you buried the lead. We were talking about something, and you were talking about how you were talking about being in Chicago and seeing LeBron James because the Lakers were there playing the Bulls and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You buried the fucking lead. Did you go to that ice cream museum or what?
Oh, shit. I talked about that. I totally forgot I talked about that.
You talked about before you actually went. You said you were going to go.
I mean, I can summarize my Chicago trip.
I've had a hard on for this ice cream museum ever since you first mentioned it.
So, I'm already tell you, the museum wasn't worth it.
No.
With the price and everything, it was...
but it was all you can eat ice cream, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Which was wonderful. I did have myself a lot of ice cream.
Did you get your money's worth?
Not the family's money's worth.
Oh, but your personal money's worth.
Maybe.
All right.
I mean,
they got some
expensive
work to do.
But like Chicago is great. Apple CarPlay, by the way, when you're traveling, when you're driving.
Yeah. It's my favorite.
They find a shortcut, or they say they can save 6 minutes on your trip. Just hit the OK button. Don't be afraid to hit the OK button.
I do it all the time.
When we went to St. Louis this past summer, I didn't want to fuck with anything, so I just didn't touch a single damn button. I just took the trip, the route, whatever. Driving into Chicago, I get real anxious about Chicago traffic because it's the pits, and it's very get a lot of anxiety, especially when I'm driving in unfamiliar areas.
Sure.
So Apple CarPlay.
You in your own car? Do you guys fly and rent a car? Or did you drive there?
No, it's like an hour and a half drive.
Oh, okay. So you drove.
Like, yeah, Chicago is relatively close. So we're driving, and it says, "Hey, essentially, you're about to get into downtown Chicago traffic. We can save 6 minutes on your trip." And I almost panicked because I didn't know what to do, and I hit the OK button. Said, "Fuck it, we're gonna try this Apple CarPlay shit."
Daddy's rolling the dice.
Daddy rolled a 7 because he won. They got us off on the next exit, and we took a couple side streets, maybe 2 turns, and we are at our hotel much faster with little traffic, no traffic jams, no waiting on freeways, and it was wonderful, and I highly recommend it.
Nice.
And we went to a free zoo. They have a free zoo in downtown Chicago, right off the lake.
I don't think I've ever been to a free zoo.
Oh, we went to 2 now. The St. Louis Zoo's free. And now this, what was it? It was called the Lincoln Park Zoo.
I'm going to the wrong zoos.
It was super, super legit. Except, no, I guess no, except anything. It was super legit.
Nice.
So from the zoo, we went to our hotel where we, valeted, and it was right off Michigan Avenue, which if you don't know about anything about Chicago, Michigan Avenue is like the big shopping district.
Oh, okay.
Up and down the ways. We went to the world's largest Starbucks, which I didn't realize was in Chicago. It is a 5-story Starbucks. Each floor has like a different menu and like different specialty drinks or foods that they have. And then the 5th floor, it's kind of cheating. It's just like a balcony that you can hang out on and drink your coffee. One of the floors, I think it was like the 4th floor. They do alcoholic coffee drinks.
I'm in.
And they have like an entire bar. Any spirit you could ever imagine is there.
Nothing gets me harder than an Irish coffee.
Yeah, I don't even know if you can order an actual Irish coffee because you can only order the menu items, which we found out.
All right, whatever it's called. Coffee with whiskey, please.
Right, there you go. So I unfortunately did not order
grande
because I didn't want to make it like a selfish visit, right? Because there was nothing for the kids to drink. They could have ordered hot chocolate, but they really didn't want it.
With whiskey.
So I wasn't just going to sit there and drink hooch with coffee. So we just kind of went up and down. We ended up going to this the Museum of Ice Cream, right?
Mm-hmm. This is what I'm here for.
2:00 in the afternoon.
Okay. Good ice cream time.
Found out that you actually did have to purchase tickets online.
Oh, whoops.
Because this place sells out.
Oh.
So right away, my wife goes on her phone. Hey, there's tickets for 5:30. And they're $44 a person.
Even the kids?
Even the kids. There's no kid price.
Oof.
So after taxes, fees, whatever, etc., It was like $215 for a family of 4 to go to the Museum of Ice Cream.
So it's $54 a person.
Right, because you're good at math. It's the lineage.
My lawyer stuff.
So you get in, they give you the spiel like, hey, Ice Cream Museum, blah, 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 blah. You get a name tag, and you're supposed to like put an ice cream flavor on your name tag.
Mm.
And I put, I guess, I don't know if anybody knows my real name on here.
Uh-oh. You going to spill it?
Well, maybe I will. Because I thought my ice cream name was funny, so I'm going to spill it.
Okay.
So, the ice cream flavor, like dulce de leche?
Yes.
So I thought to myself,
I see where this is going.
Really funny to put on, well, let's just say flex de leche. Right? So the milk of flex.
Right.
I thought it was fucking brilliant.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. And especially because it's like a kid environment. So I just thought it was
right.
Wait, I was just hoping for somebody to laugh, and nobody laughed, and I was just laughing in my head the entire fucking time. But they call it a museum. I couldn't tell you a fucking thing I learned or what I looked at. There's like, I don't know, 7 or 8 different rooms you walk in. Each room has like an ice cream treat or a sweet treat. There was a bar. I forgot what they called it. It wasn't a bar. It was like a staging area.
Oh.
But you could order some alcoholic beverages or alcoholic shakes or, but it was
boozy
all
shakes are so good.
But it was all not included in the price. It was all extra.
Never mind.
So it was just kind of like, man, like what's the point of spending all this money to then just go spend more money? So we opted out of that. We got the free Dippin' Dots. There was a really weird treat in the first room. It was like it just tasted like creamed milk.
Was it Flex de Leche?
Probably was. Damn it. Then there
Today's
was
sample, boys and girls.
There was a cotton candy ice cream in another room, which I'm a huge fan of. Cotton candy flavored anything.
I have to cut you off. I'm so sorry. I just thought of the perfect ice cream name for you.
Okay.
It's Daddy de Leche.
Daddy de Leche. Damn it.
Opportunity missed.
I was this close.
So close.
This close to nailing it. Damn it.
Sorry. Continue.
The best ice cream in the room was like a pineapple sorbet, but it tasted like, it was like more like pineapple Dole Whip.
Okay. Love me a Dole Whip.
So I definitely got myself a couple bowls of that. And then like the big feature, like this is the big gather, right? The big grab for people to come there. As you remember ball pits when we were a kid.
Oh yeah.
Right. You go to like a Discovery Zone or Chuck E. Cheese or something and you jump the balls. Well, they have like a sprinkle pit.
Okay.
And it is like a large pool and it's filled with sprinkles.
Sure.
But the amount of kids and the amount of noise was at such exceeding levels that we lasted about 7 minutes. And we all kind of looked at each other and we looked at the kids. Are you guys done? And they were like, yep.
Oh, even the kids were out?
Oh, even the kids were done.
Because my next question was going to be like, do you think that was when we were kids and we were going to Discovery Zone? Do you think our parents were like, well, fuck this place, it's noisy? But we never, as kids, thought that Discovery Zone was too noisy.
No, because, I mean, like everybody's standing around this pool. Like there's not a lot of room to like hang out. So Discovery Zone, you're at your table, you're eating pizza, you're whatever, being social with other adults.
Sure.
While
Right.
the kids are off getting stuck in ball pits and tubes and shit.
Right.
So it was a lot to handle. And you know what? Something I hate is other people's kids. Yeah,
Makes sense.
Hope Stetson listens to this one day.
316.
Other people's kids are the worst.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is how they're parented.
Yeah. It's really not the kid's fault.
Right. But
Doesn't make them any better.
It was enough to make us get the fuck out of there. So how long do you think we lasted? paid $215.
Oof.
How long do you think we lasted in this museum of ice cream?
I mean, I'd love to say that you lasted at least at a minimum 2 hours, but I'm thinking that's really optimistic.
That's way optimistic, Greg.
Oh, okay. Like 45 minutes?
35 minutes.
35 minutes.
35 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a lot of money for a little ice cream.
It was for the kids, though.
For the children.
That's what I just kept telling myself.
Now, was this sponsored by a brand? Like, is this Breyers or Dryers or Ben & Jerry's or something?
I didn't look it up. I don't know if there's any affiliate with anything, but they just call it the Museum of Ice Cream.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. Step
of your game, Museum of Ice Cream.
Yeah, it was really lackluster.
That's too bad. I was so excited to hear about this.
Yeah, I was too. I thought it was just like a vast amount of ice creams and you got to eat whatever you wanted.
I'm an ice cream whore.
And they just came in. You'd go into a room and it was either just like, you want this or you don't. Some rooms had like 2 varieties to choose from.
Sounds a little sexual.
And it was just like, it just wasn't what I wanted.
That is really too bad.
It's like, I feel like it needs to pertain to adults and kids.
Sounds like it pertained to neither.
Yeah, I don't think it was great. I wouldn't recommend it. To anybody who goes, I wouldn't recommend it.
Damn it.
But
eventually, I've never been to Chicago. Eventually, I'll end up, and I thought this was something I could add.
I will tell you one thing. So the gift shop, is at the end of the whole thing, and then you walk out of the gift shop, and you're out in the street. We're unfamiliar with Chicago. We go every year, but we still don't know what the fuck is what.
Sure.
So one of the girls in the gift shop, we said, hey, it's like 6:00 now. Do you have any recommendations for dinner? She was like, well, what are you thinking? So, well, we got kids, like we're like family dining, like something easy, quick. Have you ever heard of the Billy Goat Tavern?
I am not.
I never had either. So she said, if you just walk across the street, walk down that set of stairs, it's under the overpass, like under the bridge. It's like there's like 2 levels of Chicago. It's kind of bizarre, if that makes sense. And she said, it's underneath there. Okay, well, sounds kind of weird. So I looked it up and it was like a 4.5 out of 5-star rating.
All right.
So my wife is like, fuck it, we're going to go. It is the original location of if you're familiar, the John Belushi cheeseburger.
No shit.
Yes.
I am very familiar.
So it didn't click with me until we got under the ground, turned around from the staircase, and it's like on a big board in their window. Like original Billy Goat Tavern, home of the cheeseburger.
No I didn't know that place had a name.
Yeah. So it was like really fucking cool to go there. I would say nostalgic, but that was still a bit away from my time. But I still know what it was. So yeah, it was so quick, so easy. The food ordering part was wonderful because you literally go to the register, you tell them what you want, like one of this, one of this, one of this, one of this.
Right.
And it's ready for you in about 4 seconds.
Love it.
Because they're cooking this food at a constant.
Oh yeah. They probably just never stop.
The second you order it, about 3 seconds later, it's done. And it was wonderful. The burgers were wonderful. Whatever pickles they had were top notch. I love pickles. It should be the only thing on burgers. And it made my day. What didn't make my day? Was the bartender.
Oh.
This is a long day in Chicago.
Yeah.
I just wanted a beer with my burger. The bartender was on the other end of the bar, taking a personal call, paying no mind to any patrons that needed beverages.
Sure.
Finally got off his phone, gave one guy his receipt, walked up to me, didn't say a word. I said, I would like this beer. It was a Billy Goat Pilsner. I don't know who.
Oh, they have their own beer.
Yeah, they have 2 beers. They have a Billy Goat IPA and a Billy Goat Pilsner.
All right.
And I don't know who brews it. I was going to look into it. Didn't. Lazy. Still doesn't say a word to me. Pours my beer. I hand him my card and say, just the one. I'm going to close out right away. He runs it, puts the receipt in front of me with my card, and walks away. Says not one word to me. And I don't know if that's Chicago. I don't know if that's just this gentleman, but it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Not a, hey, what can I get you? How you doing tonight?
Thanks for stopping in.
Thanks for, just, nope. Just, hey, let me take my personal call. Not say a word to ya. Not say a word to ya. Thanks. You're welcome for the beer.
Well, I can tell you it's made at Miskatonic's Brewery in Darien, Illinois.
Okay, well, there we go.
Yeah.
And it was a fine beer.
Yeah.
It was fine. It was great. It was fine.
Did they do the whole cheeseburger thing or?
No.
Oh, all right.
It's kind of busy.
Yeah.
Like I went to the register and I said, what do I need? I needed 1 hot dog. I needed 1 hamburger, 1 cheeseburger, and 1 double cheeseburger. And then I paid. And then he gave me the drinks because I ordered some drinks too.
Right.
And I said, all right, I'll be right back. And he said, I just want to let you know your food's ready. He wasn't rude about it. He was just like, just so you know,
by the way,
he knew like I was new.
Yeah.
And I said, I just bring these drinks to the table and I'll come back. And sure enough, I went right back to the register and my food was like the best part is too, they don't even put it on plates. They take wax papers. They just take sheets of wax paper and they put it out and then your burger's on the wax paper, your hot dog's on the wax paper.
We're not wasting time with plates.
Yeah, they don't fucking waste any time, no money on supplies. It was fun.
That's funny.
It was a fun environment and I would 10 out of 10 recommend going back there.
Too bad their bartender is an asshole.
Yeah, bartender was a complete prick.
Mm.
But the pickles, top notch.
Top notch pickles.
Top notch pickles. I would have took them home with me.
Oh, I've not been to Chicago. I need to go. It's one of the places that I haven't gone that I want to. And honestly, I don't know why we haven't gone.
Yeah,
Blame it on my wife.
The city is, I don't think there's a lot of beer in the city, like brewery wise.
Yeah. I mean, you got Rev Brewing out there. What up, Zach?
Right. What up, Zach? But the city itself is just fun. It's entertaining. You could walk up and down it for hours. Yeah, they got all the fucking museums, the aquarium, the fucking
bean thing,
free zoo. We went to the bean the next day. We did walk to Millennium Park. I did not flick the bean.
That's too bad.
I did think how funny that would have been. But
that'd have been a great picture to receive.
Millennium Park, it's a super fun place. And if you've never seen the bean, it's, I don't know, the first time it's kind of like, holy shit, that's fucking massive.
Giant bean.
And why any artist thought a giant steel bean would be like a piece of art. I don't know. Again, mind blowing, but
right.
You know, people also bought a duct tape banana to a ball. So
well, there is that.
Right.
That was real art.
Anything is art.
Yes, exactly. Well, good-ish times then.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I won't be going to the ice cream museum. I was very excited.
Don't be sorry. Don't go.
Oh, it's too bad. I don't know if I've said it enough, but I fucking love ice cream.
What's your favorite flavor?
Where do I begin? So forever it was Rocky Road, and I still have a soft spot for Rocky Road. Nowadays, it usually is chocolate ice cream with peanut butter.
Okay.
I love those ribbons of peanut butter throughout the chocolate.
I do love ribbons more than I like actual physical pieces.
Yeah, I don't like chocolate peanut butter cup ice cream. I love ice cream and I love chocolate peanut butter cups. Don't like them together. I want the ribbon of peanut butter throughout my chocolate ice cream.
Frozen pieces of chocolate in my ice cream.
Oh, you don't like chocolate chip?
No.
Oh, I like chocolate. I do like chocolate chip.
It gets so crunchy.
That's what I like about it. I like texture.
See, that's what I don't like about it.
Oh, I like the texture. Like if we get vanilla, I will dump little chocolate chips in there.
Oh,
I have mini chocolate chips that I put in there because they freeze faster.
It's adorable.
It's a science.
I can't even hate you for that.
But yeah, like if I'm gonna go like, hey, what's the one ice cream you gotta die with? Chocolate with peanut butter. That's my baby.
Right. Delicious. I can respect that. I like that.
What about you? Besides Flex de Leche, Daddy de Leche. Might be the name of this episode.
So we don't do really like a lot of ice cream here. We're a big custard fan, right?
Oh, sure.
So there's a local spot by me. They do a red raspberry, and it's raspberry flavored custard with frozen raspberries in it.
Mm.
That to me is complete top notch.
Sounds so healthy.
No, it's not though, because it's made with like butter and
that's your custard's like super like fatty milks and butters.
It's way worse than ice cream for you. It's so good.
I love when people are like, "Oh, gelato's healthier than ice cream." Like, no, it's not. You fucking idiot.
People are dumb.
People are dumb.
But then secondly would be, I've talked about it on the show once before, Blue Moon.
Oh, that's right.
And you had to look it up.
I did. Yeah, it's a very Wisconsin thing.
It is a big Wisconsin thing. So
yeah, not the beer, everybody. Not the beer.
Not the dough. No, gross. No. No.
That would be the worst ice cream flavor ever.
Yes. Let me get some cilantro orange, please. Freaks.
Nice notes of coriander.
Ugh.
Well, sadly, not an ice cream show.
Yes. No, I'm sorry about the ice cream museum. Everybody was excited about it.
I'm still glad I got to hear about it, but I'm sorry it sucked. Well, ludicrous libation law. I should have pulled one from Illinois, but I did not. New Hampshire. Bars in New Hampshire may sell beer and wine. However, only restaurants may sell distilled spirits.
Interesting.
That's a weird one, too. Somebody tell me that's wrong. That seems
can't be real.
Wrong. Yeah, that's from my list of weird laws, but it doesn't feel right.
I feel like it's so wrong that it doesn't feel right.
Exactly. Like, I know there's some weird shit, but it's like restaurants can sell spirits, but not bars. Maybe the drinking lawyer can set this straight for us or something. Somebody's
got to know.
Yeah. I did some quick Googling before the show. I found varying reports of accuracy. So,
okay.
Somebody let us know. All right. Before we get some news, let's find out what Flex is drinking over there.
Oh, shit.
In a world where craft beer is king, a world where muscles are bigger than growlers, only one tongue can guide us. One man, one tongue, one tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out what is Flex drinking.
Well, this one's for Greg.
Oh, all right.
I sent him a picture of this beer
a
couple weeks ago.
Oh.
And you called me a sellout.
I'm trying to remember this now. I'm going back through my text messages.
See if you can get it.
Nope, that's me texting you about daddy. Me texting about your mom.
It's all pretty normal stuff.
I was talking shit about somebody. I'm not seeing a beer photo pop up.
It was the picture of Leinenkugel's Leinies Lodge Lime, a Mexican style lager with natural lime flavor. I think we had a conversation. I said it sounded interesting.
Maybe I'm looking on the wrong string. Maybe you DM'd it to me.
Maybe that's what it was. Yeah. Maybe that's what it was. And like I said, I didn't go out and buy beer. And this was something that my buddy, when he came down for opening day and we stopped at the liquor store and he thought it sounded interesting and he did not like it, not one bit. So he left it in my fridge. So here I get to review the Leinies Lodge Lime.
Never even poured it into a glass.
Yeah, no, I didn't. It's straight from
not
the can.
Worth it.
This might be the Untapped. I don't know. They spelled Leinies wrong. It makes me think it's not real, but 500 check-ins.
That's
which is wild. I think it's crazy. I don't know. Maybe I spelled it right too. Yeah, there we go. 500 check-ins, a 357, which is actually not terrible. And it reads, at our pilot brewery at the Leinies Lodge in Chippewa Falls, which is no longer
R.I.P.
We crafted this Mexican-style lager to be a perfect year-round escape. Leinies Lodge Lime is juicy and crisp with natural lime flavor and perceived notes of salt, giving you a bright, refreshing taste of a relaxing getaway anytime, anywhere. So tell you what, on the schnoz here, from the can, lots of lime. Lots of lime. And kind of smells artificial, which is whatever, I guess. Sure. It says natural flavor, sure. And then the old tongue jobby without further ado.
That's my second favorite part.
I mean, it tastes like a Mexican style lager with some unnatural lime flavorings.
Unnatural.
Yeah, it says natural. I don't believe it. I enjoy this. I have already purchased this once before.
Oh.
And I drank it all and I enjoyed it all. and I think will be a wonderful summer beer. 3.5, sure, I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Just kind of a joke beer for the show, and I had a good time with it, and I'm gonna drink it all, and I'm gonna like it.
Nice. You enjoy your weird, disgusting beer over there.
Yeah, I know you don't like Mexican lagers either.
Especially craft ones like
the corn ones.
I'd rather have a Pacifico than a real Mexican lager. I know I'm fucked up.
You're fine. That's fine. I'm not going to judge you.
Then I won't judge you for your liney lime.
Well, thank you so much. That's growth, Greg. We call that growth.
It's growth in my pants. I'm going to call it a Lyman-kugel.
I like it.
Opportunity missed.
Damn it,
marketing department. All right, a little news before we get out of here. PBR Pabst Light is available now.
I'm going to look for it.
4.2% ABV light lager will be sold in 12-ounce cans, in 12, 24, 30 packs, 16-ounce can 6-packs, and 25-ounce single serves cans.
So this used to be a thing. So I'm assuming they discontinued it, like my long love of High Life Light.
Uh-huh.
So you know how Pabst is like red, white, and blue?
Right.
So this was white, blue, and teal. So I'm very curious about what the packaging looks like now.
Yeah, I didn't see a picture. I just got the press release.
Anything on a Pabst can that was red used to be teal.
Oh.
And it was off-putting.
I'm looking it up now.
So I'm curious if
the pictures I'm seeing are not teal.
Okay.
They're lots of blue and red and white.
Okay. So hopefully they change the packaging.
I don't see anything teal.
Man, it used to be like the wildest thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, speaking of shitty beer, Anheuser-Busch has ended their St. Louis Pride Festival sponsorship. They will no longer, after 30 years of participating, sponsor the St. Louis Pride Festival.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Why now? Hooters. Are you a fan of Hooters? You ever been to a Hooters? You guys have a bunch of Hooters?
There was a Hooters, I don't know, 1.5 miles from where I lived growing up and where I live now. And it was so good that it's now a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, great nachos at Hooters. You know what's funny? I actually went on a first date to Hooters.
I don't think that's a terrible thing.
It wasn't even my idea. Should have married the girl.
Beer.
Yeah. Fine wings. Oh, you know what? One time she was dating this guy at one time. Her ex-boyfriend won like a night of free wings.
You have a sister?
I didn't tell you I had a sister? She's married now.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's weird. I heard she's thinking about having a kid.
Mistake.
Yeah. Huge mistake. This boyfriend of hers won like free wings. And so he's like, hey, you guys want to go? So we went to Hooters with him and they just kept bringing out wings until we said stop.
That's amazing.
It was so many, like we were fucking stuffed. Anyways, they have fired. They have filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy.
That's not shocking.
No, I'm surprised they lasted this long. Let's be honest.
I don't know if there's a single location left in the state.
Oh, really?
My state, yeah.
I mean, I haven't been to one in quite some time. There was a couple in the LA, a few in the LA area. There's one in Hollywood, one in Santa Monica. Santa Monica is the one I went to on the first date, by the way.
I think we drove past one when we were on our way to St. Louis last summer.
Okay.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's the problem. We need to keep going.
Or maybe it was when we were in Orlando.
That makes more sense.
It was when we were in Orlando.
Yeah, yes. That makes way more sense.
Yes,
I think they're headquartered in Florida.
Sounds right.
Yeah, that tracks. Speaking of Florida. Hi, Vanessa.
Hello, Vanessa.
We've been talking a lot about baseball recently. Mr. Met apparently loves Allagash. The Portland, Maine headquartered brewery announced it is opening Allagash Alley at Citi Field, home of the New York Mets. The bar is located on the Excelsior level in section 311.
Ooh, it sounds so special.
Right. Excelsior, he proclaimed.
I wonder how that happened. Allagash, Portland, New York.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. There's not enough New York breweries.
Right. I was going to say there's so many New York beers.
Right. They're not short on breweries. So, excuse me, they must have paid more. Oh, I just got your picture of the turquoisey PBR.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah. Also, charge your phone battery there.
Don't judge me.
It's in the red. Just saying.
It's still alive.
I have major phone battery anxiety.
don't charge my phone for 3 days. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sweating.
I see it dripping off your forehead.
Yeah. Left Hand Brewing and Dry Dock have merged. The news follows Tuesday's announcement that Great Divide, with whom Dry Dock, we talked about this last week,
We talked about
Dry Dock forged a strategic production agreement in late 2023, had joined Wilding Brands, the parent company of Stem Ciders, Denver Beer Co., and other craft brands. Dry Dock will immediately move all brewing, production, and packaging to Left Hand's Longmont facility and will continue to operate its Aurora tap room. Dry Dock marks the first addition to Left Hand's platform, which completed a WeFunder round last month and raised over $800,000 from 396 investors.
Balls.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. We'll end it on this one. An e-biker. When I say e-bike, I mean like a pedal bike.
Right.
But with electronic assist.
Right.
An e-biker with 3 prior DUIs arrested again for drunk driving. Winston Henry Williams, quite the name. Sounds very fancy. 66.
Sounds like he was a president.
Right. President Williams. Winston Henry Williams. 66 of Oxford. Sounds even fancier. Who has 3 prior convictions of driving under the influence, was riding his e-bike on March 28th in the southbound bike lane of U.S. Highway 27/441 without a red rear taillight nor a red reflector, according to reports. An officer turned on her emergency lights and moved partially into the bike lane to conduct a traffic stop. Williams looked back but did not stop. Sorry, President Williams looked back but did not stop. The officer used her siren several times before Williams finally came to a halt. When the native of Jamaica got off the bike, he stumbled and swayed as he put the bike on the ground, according to the arrest report. As the officer informed Williams of the reason of the stop, she detected a strong odor of alcohol coming from him, which became stronger as he spoke. President Williams told the officer that he consumed 2 or 3 5% beers in an hour before the stop. Very specific. The officer observed Williams was speaking in circles, at times slurring his words. The officer noted in a report that Williams continued to have mood changes from cooperative to polite to argumentative. He agreed to perform the standardized field sobriety exercises after telling the officer he had been through this before and that they were out to lock him up. Williams did poorly on the field sobriety exercises and was taken into custody. He also provided breath samples which showed
0.16.
Not even close.
Come on.
I don't think I've ever seen numbers this high before.
We're talking like 3.6.
Oh God, no. 0.73.
No
and
fucking way.
Followed by 0.67 blood alcohol level.
Oh my God.
I don't know how he's alive.
He's a
let alone
zombie.
riding a bike.
Holy balls.
He should be president.
That's impossible.
0.73.
Okay, 73% of your blood.
What the fuck? How
That's
are you
wild.
alive?
That's what I'm saying. Like he's a zombie
Yeah.
or an alien.
One or the other. I don't know how they make them down there in Jamaica, but good Lord. 0.73 and 0.67.
That's nuts.
Hats off to you, President Williams.
Yeah. Something people don't realize is even riding a bike, yeah, you can get a DUI.
I know. It's kind of shitty if you think about it. Someone's like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to drive drunk. I'm not going to put somebody else in danger. I'll ride my bike home. And you still get a
I'll put
DUI
myself
for it.
in danger. That's fine.
And to me, that's okay. You want to risk your own whatever, that's on you. I don't care what you do to yourself. Just don't hurt
Right.
somebody else.
I mean, but realistically, you can't even go out walking drunk,
Yeah, you could just be arrested for drunk in public.
right?
Except for Nevada. They actually have rules against instituting drinking in public laws in Nevada. I'll have to pull those up
Nevada
one day.
style, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah,
And you're going.
I will be there. And I will be drunk in public.
Take that, laws.
Best part. Take that, stupid laws. So, anyway, hats off to Williams for fucking surviving the 0.73.
I guess that's
What a hero.
wild.
Yeah, that is something. So, anyways, let's wrap things up. Let's hit some music. I'm going to say hi to Vanessa.
Did we not? Did we?
No, I don't think we did.
Oh, hi, Vanessa.
Well, hi. And if we did, hi again. Who knows?
Hello.
Follow us on the socials at Craft Beer Republic, at FlexMeBeer _ in between.
Remember
All
to
like-
practice your ABCs backwards.
Oh, yeah.
When you get caught on a bike, drunk driving and
Yeah.
they give you a field sobriety test, you pass.
ZYX.
You're done.
I'm
You're
done.
arrested. Yeah.
I just got arrested. Yeah, fuck. 805-538 beer 2337. I think that's everything. I hope everyone out there is staying very well hydrated.
And on that note,
Good night, everybody.